All right, so we've had the registration and breakfast. This is opening and introduction, and then we'll break into groups right after. Lunch is at 12:30. At 1 p.m., we want to get started again. We'll have another break with some snacks and refreshments at 2:30. Prototype forum will be at 5:45, and then at 6:45 we have a raffle and our closing. So our theme is kind of network automation and controlling the network, doing some traffic injection. So things like monitor the network, collect data, do some business logic, and then route around problems or whatever using BGP injection or APIs, things like that. Is that? Yeah. Okay. So groups, we have a shared coder pad thing that has some topics, just some ideas. You could also talk to people, find ideas, work on things together. We'd like to do this in groups of 5 or less, so tables have 5 chairs. Should make that easy, and just like find people to work with and an idea that you'd want to hack on. So we have a Slack. You should have a link to this in your registration email, I think. And there's a link to the like shared text pad where we have some ideas. Of course, talk to people. We have some like easels on the side. You can sketch out ideas and things. All right, we have 12 virtual lab pods that have 3 Juniper VMXs and 8, I believe that is, Arista EOS devices with 4 Ubuntu hosts. So you can try route injection, monitoring. You've got the info for that? Okay. And right. And make sure you take screenshots of your work because this is only running till midnight tonight. So if you win and are going to go present at NANOG, it's not going to be there. So make sure you take screenshots. Prototype forum, you get 2 to 3 minutes per group. Oh, there we go, screenshots. And then Monday at 11:30 is the winner's presentation. And then at 3:30 are the runner-up presentations. So ideas, there is the link again to the shared pad. I will leave that up. And have fun and good hacking.
So if any of you have submitted some of your ideas on the idea pad and want to come up and pitch the idea up here, get some members to your group, please feel free to do so. Try to make it brief, the theme of your hack, the language, skill level, and any help that you're looking for. So we'll leave the mic open, but please be brief.
Hey, my name is Malachi. I'm one of the people that posted to the pad. My idea was basically it's a problem that I have in the gaming community. So we have a central compute stack and a distributed edge. Typically what happens is we have asymmetric routing on our network because our egress packets always leave the closest stack to the compute because we have thousands of peers worldwide. So my idea is maybe instead of using something like segment routing or something like that, is actually take the flow data as it comes into the network on the edge and force the packet to leave that interface. So that's the basic idea. I don't know what help we would need. I haven't really started the conversation, but that's it.
Hi guys, my name is Akshat. So I've written down one of the ideas in the pad. Essentially what we want to do is convert the controller as it is into sort of a declarative intent controller, wherein we want to separate out the underlying code that might be talking to BGP directly by putting in a message bus in between. that gives us two sort of advantages. One is bringing in whatever modules we want underneath the message bus, but also allowing us to get all the telemetry data into the same message bus as well. So in the end, what the hack intends to be able to do is have a very simple YAML format for what the controller intends to do. So things like injecting route into the peering routers or set up an LSP or something of that sort. But the modules that pick up the event from the telemetry data and the modules that pick up the intent from the controller all exist underneath the message bus. So right now we're thinking of which one to use for the message bus. Most likely Kafka, because that's simple enough, but maybe a combination with etcd or something like that. So yeah, that's the primary goal right now.
Hi, I'm Colin. So previously we worked on a hack at the last hackathon for maintenance notifications, parsing relevant details out of emails. So I'm going to continue working on that, and we're going to use the data that we pulled out last time to gracefully remove traffic from peer links prior to maintenance and then putting traffic back on. It's going to be the basic idea.
And TJ, you also wanted to mention some of the ideas that you had. You told me that before.
So, I mean, I could just go through the pad. I was talking to somebody last night, Jeremy, who didn't come up, so I'm going to give his idea. So, as Jay kind of mentioned, the theme kind of has three main components. There's the data collection component, the decision-making or business logic, as business people might say, I don't know, and then the, I guess, programming of the route or way to influence the traffic. I think one of the things that he's bringing up is, for wireless ISPs, you might have changing link conditions on your wireless backhauls. So how could you dynamically pull what's the current link conditions and link speeds and then start routing that traffic around your wireless network in a better way? Like maybe you have a ring, or maybe you have a high 24 gigahertz or 60 gigahertz and then a 5 gigahertz link. How could you dynamically use these? So you could probably break that into like the business logic piece and work on that today, assuming like link capacity, whatever you have, make the decisions and spit out some sort of route decision. Another idea, maybe you could work with a group beside you. Brandon mentioned a tutorial last night. Cool thing with RPC languages is it doesn't matter what language you write in. So you might do it in Perl, Python, Go, C, Java, it doesn't matter. Maybe some group writes a business logic, you agree on an RPC to each other, and somebody else writes how to inject the routes. So that might be a way to even have your groups work between each other. If a group picked a particular component of the theme to work on, you could work with another group that picked another component. And then at the end, you could just show it all working together. So it's not really any idea, but I'm just stealing from Jeremy and others. So thanks. Yeah, that's Jeremy right there if you actually want to talk about the idea. So I could stand up here talking about random stuff. I don't really want to do that. I was hoping, so who put stuff in the pad? Well, that's a lot of ideas for only three. Well, wait, I saw a hand of somebody who hasn't talked yet. Would you like to share the idea? All right. Okay, so anybody who wasn't familiar, so last night Brandon's tutorial he didn't go, and that was just, we've done Python a lot in the past. It was just to say, hey, there's other things out there. So if you don't have an idea or you don't want to hack on one of the ideas there, I mean, another thing you could do to use this time to be valuable is just, learn a new skill. Find somebody in the room that has a skill that you don't have and sit with them and learn it, whether it's Go or how to use Python or a particular library or, whatever that happens to be. Whenever I'm at these hacks, what I'm usually looking to get out of it is meet new people and learn a new skill and have fun. Sometimes we make stuff that will actually be used, like maintenance notification, and sometimes we're just making things that we're going to throw away, but it's more about the experience and meeting people and learning those skills. So the moral of the story is have fun, and if you can't come up with something to do, come find myself or one of the other volunteers here from Facebook. Anybody volunteering from Facebook, do you want to put your hand up? Just so... Yeah, so find one of them and come say hi. Cool. I think that's everything. You have anything else? All right, let's hack.